Every conversation starts the same way, with competition. This is Coffee.Press.Play, a live experience from the Business of Games podcast brought to you by Exola. We bring the best minds to the games to the table, but first, we make them compete. One game, one cup of coffee, one honest conversation about all the things we love about the business of games. Let's press play. Welcome to Coffee.Press.Play, an event series by the Business of Games podcast. We're joined here by Rob. Rob, can you introduce yourself and your company a little bit?
Yes, my name is Rob Carroll. I've been in the games industry for a number of years. Started off with LucasArts, worked at Zynga for a while, worked with Wargaming on the World of Tanks Blitz franchise launch for mobile. And most recently, I went and foolishly started my own game studio.
That's amazing.
So I am CEO of Rollcraft. And what Rollcraft is, we are looking to kind of bring back some of the classic games that were on Facebook back when Facebook had games. I used to work at Zynga. I worked on the Mafia Wars franchise. And we think that those style of text-based RPGs have a great space in the market currently. So we are building out a platform on HTML5 where we'll be able to launch a lot of these text-based RPG style games.
Oh, that's amazing. By the way, I was a big fan of Mafia Wars when it was coming out.
I apologize for what I've done.
No. So today on Coffee.Press.Play, obviously what we do, we have our coffee. We're going to play a game of Super Smash Brothers. And then depending if you win or lose, you will answer one of these questions.
Where's my limited edition foil attack? Damn it.
Oh, there it is. I lost.
Well, I made you proud,
good job,
son.
Rob.
I made you proud all the time. I told you. So
It did go to overtime, to be all fair. All right, so we're going to go pick from the easy hat.
Okay. Give me one word that describes how you got into the games industry and explain why. Community. I actually used to work in construction. I was a construction manager, and I was building gas stations. I lived back in Boston, and my wife and I moved to San Diego. Which was, I think, a great upgrade. We moved out to San Diego because I was actually playing games with some friends out there.
Okay.
So I was part of a guild for a game called Tribes, and they had made a mod for Tribes, and they needed a project manager to come in and help organize the game studio that they were building. So I went from building gas stations to making video games.
That's quite the transition.
All because of that community that I had been a part of.
Tell us a little bit about Tribes.
So Tribes was a team-based capture the flag style game. So this is probably 2000, dating myself, 2000, 2001, kind of pre-esports competitive game. I think it was like usually we played 7-on-7, and the main gameplay mode was capture the flag. But it was the folks that made it, I'm drawing a blank on the studio that made it, they had it open source, so you could mod the games. Okay. And they had a really nice mod community where everybody could kind of build their own style of games. The one that I was a part of was called Chivalry. Mm-hmm. So it was knights and wizards and that type of stuff instead of the more kind of space themed skin that the game came with. And there was an angel investor that was playing on the mod, and he liked it so much that he encouraged the studio to go ahead and build their own game, and he funded the initial launch of the studio.
Oh, that's amazing. So what gave you the bug to then go from what you were doing at Lucas and all the other places to say, hey, I want to start my own studio? It's
something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've had, as every CEO probably has, I can do this better. You have that terrible thought in your head.
Famous last words.
Seriously. I had some really good friends that I've worked with in the industry for a number of years. My co-founders, Peter and Greg. And Peter and I were working for another studio, and they ended up shutting down and releasing the games team. And we were really frustrated because we thought we had a great idea and we had this kind of genre that we wanted to work on. And it was getting laid off by that studio that kind of gave us the final impetus to say, all right, let's do this. So we did all the design documentation. Peter is an amazing artist. He has done all of the art for the game. Our other founder, Greg, does amazing video and social media content. So we've got kind of a good core group there. And we decided that we wanted to go for it. So we've been working with a company called WeFunder.
Okay.
WeFunder, it's kind of like a Kickstarter, but for equity.
Okay.
So we have investors through the WeFunder, and we are doing our fundraise on that, raising about $300,000 on that platform. We tried early on to find some investors and get some money for the studio, and we were in that kind of awkward space where $300,000 is probably well below what most of the VCs are looking for, above what most angels want to do. So we were in kind of a weird space where we weren't sure if we wanted to try to raise more or just bootstrap it and try to go to market that way. And then we came across WeFunder and saw it as a really good option for us to try to fundraise with a little bit of alternate systems.
How long have you guys been doing this for now?
We started the studio last June.
Okay.
We built out our demo with a great game studio called Double Coconut. We're working with them. They're our development partner. And we had the demo done last September. And we started the WeFund raise in November. We closed that at the beginning of March for the first round. And then we start our second round on WeFunder next week.
All right. If you were to give advice to anyone who was in your seat before you left, what's the one thing that you were thinking about that pushed you over? And also the things you've learned in the last, I guess, almost 10 months now, 9 months? Like, what would you tell somebody?
All right. The greatest piece of advice I could give to somebody coming into this seat: A-B, left, right, up, down, up, down. That's how I got them.
It's the Konami.
It's not as easy as you think it's going to be. Everyone's like, oh, I'll get some money and we'll do this. And particularly with the CEO hat on, with a small studio, there's so much more than you ever thought there would be to get to have to do. So I would say, surround yourself with great people. My co-founders are amazing. I couldn't have done this without them. And don't be afraid to ask for help. And try to have some people around you that you can ask questions to. We have great advisors. I've got mentors in the industry that I've worked with for a number of years that I can, pick up the phone and call, and having those people around you makes it a lot easier, and it helps you from making terrible mistakes that other people have probably made along the way. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help and have those people around you.
So that's been an episode of Coffee.Press.Play. I want to thank Rob here. Appreciate for being on here. And if you guys like the content, please follow us on LinkedIn or follow us on Spotify. That's been another episode of Coffee.Press.Play.